ask Fear, what's the build this game for PL? Because I've heard people argue about what the build should be on this hero in general. Yeah. It seems like something's not really figured out yet.
I mean, I personally think when you pick PL, it should be in a perfect PL game and you go with standard build.
It shouldn't do too bad against the Monkey King. You're like, Chen's not like the most oppressive support. Like, he also wants to play greedy. Bottom lane, Dimato now in some trouble as Schofield and Whisper just going to try and run him down. Couple more auto attacks, a Smoldering Resin. It adds up.
Yeah, they're just abusing the early stats. Like Rastabat, these are heroes that are really high armor, really high damage. Basically sticky, but now you have the innate, you can right click without sticky, you don't really need to keep adding them. You can play with Flame Break, you can play with the Firefly if you need to, you're universal. Lots of things change, so this matchup definitely is much
He's just
different.
soloing him. He has no doppelganger for 3, one more auto attack, has to pop the stick, but he still dies.
Yep.
1 second, a split second, honestly, before that doppelganger could have come out.
This bat's going to be auto control, because he's going to be able to 1v2 them very soon.
Yeah. And I was going to say mid lane, the matchup early on is going to be Ember favored with the new change to how this chain gang works. Like, you're able to shackle.
He's just trying to salvage, you know, PL's laning presence, and it's almost impossible to do so. This bat's just too strong.
Yeah, once he has the max points in Napalm, it's going to get really scary.
Yeah.
Level 6 for Analog. He's going to be able to dodge out some of the damage. Does he finish the job? The Impale hits. He dies first on Yopaj. So he's still going to be denied that XP, but a 1-for-1 trade in mid and top lane. Yuma going to use this time to get aggressive onto Divine Llama, pushes him out of the lane. So KJ going to be playing his Chen, which he's so good at this hero, and he's going to have a great time, especially when you have an active mid laner making some space, and they'll use this to try and look for Hellscreen. There's a huge jungle camp. Somehow Analog gets the kill with the burn instead of any of these creeps, and he's going to use this time to try and farm up these Ancients, but he also wants to try and be healthy enough to play for the Wisdom Rune, so...
This is something that Heroic is really good at. Like, they always look to contest the enemy Wisdom. This is their trademark at this point. This is the one team that they just keep doing that. We're going to see a big fight here coming.
It's going to be a little sketchy. A Storm is nearby Yuma. He needs to get the Jingu stack if he wants to be able to contest this, but there's the call out from Divine Llama. He makes it inside of the range here. Yuma does get his Jingu stacks, trying to survive on the backside, but he is going to eventually burn down, and Analog toe-to-toe here with Divine Llama cannot do it. So they end up losing their carry Monkey King, and now they might lose KJ as well here on the Chen. Meanwhile, bottom lane, we're having a solo kill potentially here from Whisper as he gets the lasso. So yeah, you end up losing both carries across the map, but you do get the Wisdom Shrine for Shopify.
So they'll be ready, and they're only going to contest if they know they're strong enough to do so. So it's up to Heroic to, you know, tone down the aggression and just back off when they feel like they've invested enough heroes to do so.
Nice shackles out here from Schofield just to stop the rune contest. He might give up his life for this, but Analog, he gets a really big rune. It's going to be an Arcane. Can't do much with it as of right now.
Whisper Batman, Whisper Bat, it has started. Timato is suffering, like, he's feeling the pain. I mean, I was talking about it before the game even started. Like, he's seen it happen on his side, but today he's on the wrong side of the fence, unfortunately. It is a little bit scary to fight into Warlock, which is also the reason why Warlock was picked as a reaction to Chen. Is one of the best counters, because everything just dies to the Fatal Bonds and the overwhelming teamfight presence.
Yeah, well, they found Tomato. They have a lasso. I don't even think they're going to commit it. We'll see.
They're TPing in.
Phantom Rush actually cut a little bit short. Hellscream does TP in, but the Shackle now comes out. There's going to be your Wukong's command, and your Leshrac will also be another casualty here in this bottom lane. Meanwhile, Analog zoning out Shopify here on his own in the jungle, looking for Scam. Doesn't quite have the damage alone.
Yeah, Timato's having a really rough one, man. He's 0-5-0 cooldown. He actually has the TP ready. He's farming TPs,
They have Shackle.
I guess.
They might go for Lasso here. They're going to definitely try. They have a Centaur Stomp to follow it up. Oh my god. The pain continues here.
Yeah. This is a Whisper Batrider, I guess. I was going to say Masterclass, but no, this is actually pretty standard.
You're like, this is just, you know, normal day in the office for Whisper.
It is actually a normal day in the office for him. I've seen this happen so many times. Like fighting potential from Shopify, if they want to look at that.
They really want to take down this ward before it gets the tower, but it just takes way too long. They're going to make a play for Analog, though. He does have the heal, but it's not enough. Great burst damage in from Hellscream as well. The Serpent Ward? No, dude, there's no way it kills the Storm, right? Okay, very close. But Schofield, he's going to get picked off for this play as well.
Okay.
Right, good plays from Shopify, good defense.
Good kills and good adaptation by the Leshrac. I don't know if you noticed, but he's actually not skipping Edict completely. He's going, showing like a different style of playing Leshrac support, because obviously when you see +4 Leshrac, you think of the Edict max. Farm these creeps, man, because
Observers like hiding it, like, I swear it's not as bad as it seems, guys.
you do not want to see that picture.
Amplified damage picked up here from Yopaj, gets caught from the shackle, and now Schofield comes in. Golem's gonna get dropped, but it can't cancel. They will be able to bail him out, but there's another follow-up. The lasso from Whisper as he joins them in the mid lane. Yuma and friends in pursuit here as they will go right up onto the high ground. Another chains to lock down the Leshrac. A 3-for-0. Now the Golem to boot. Another 100 gold.
There is the Chen Rasta combo we talked about. Like, people might not know, but the penitence works on the Rasta ward. It is like a weird mechanic.
Oh no, Yuma's found him. The Echo Saber Soul decided to stay on top of Yuma, but nice body blocks from Tomato.
Let him
Chains
be, guys.
are there. He's got nowhere to go.
Let him be.
They are just playing so aggressive, and Whisper now just pressuring this Storm Spirit. Does not have lasso, but forcing out as they force out the blink reveal from Divine Llama. That hurts. Does not manage to connect on this.
They see the Warlock. They want to get him. This monkey has stacks.
Yeah, there's just no way he survives this one. He's trying his best to run away, but Yuma continuing to farm, now takes the top net worth position.
Yeah, Heroic is playing really well this game, honestly. Like, everything about, like, the laning phase has been really strong, the rotation has been strong. It's a level 1 Penitent, so it's gonna get much better. You're basically gonna, like, imagine the 80 attack speed on this ward is already scary enough. It can look really stupid later on in the game.
Yeah. For those of you who are wondering exactly what we're referencing, the Penitence works with the Shaman ward, so it attacks very fast. They will finally get Whisper. A nice commitment bottom coming through, I think, the Twin Gate.
A very big kill for the Axe.
Speaking of Axe, though, does get one more call, but...
Can he lift? Oh, they have so much.
Not with chains,
no
yeah.
No way.
They are all here.
Absolutely no way to survive this one. It was a really big kill. That was a 7-0 streak on Batrider.
So Shopify, they see the Monkey King come top. They know he cannot be anywhere else, so they're going to smoke across the river here, see if they can run into Heroic.
But the same movement is happening.
The blink, the call comes out. Whisper is there. It's not enough to bail him out, but there's going to be the Wukong's command on top of him. The steering chains holding him down for the moment. Divine Llama in some trouble, but there's going to be the lasso to bowl him even further. Haste Rune actually picked up from Yopaj. I'll get him to safety, but maybe not these other heroes. Aegis gonna be consumed. Shackle here onto the Golem as Schofield just doing his best to get away from these heroes. Boundless Strike does connect onto Tomato. He's trying to get up onto the high ground to get away, but Whisper, he's the one that's actually following low, and Yopaj will finish the job. Searing Chains here from Analog helps lock down Tomato long enough for the kill, and now Schofield, he's tried his best to heal. He has a Hex to follow this one up. They need to clear the creep wave. He does have a haste. They manage to get the chains. They get the kill.
Very nice.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness. That Chen Hand of God.
Yeah. Amazing like spell usage by Heroic. Very good use of the...
With the Centaurs, have a pretty good read now on where Shopify are.
There's a BKB on the Storm, so if they go on him, they have to make sure they chain stun him, and it might be hard with the Rock.
Oh no, they found Tomato, and that, I mean, he was doing his best to maybe farm at a safer area, but the smoke does end up catching him.
You know, maybe it's been figured out, maybe we're too late to the party, and it's been played in scrims a lot, you know, and there was already a lot of adaptation. Oh, wait a minute, Warlock out of position.
BKB from Whisper, he's not afraid of Yopaj. He's looking to maybe pressure the Storm, but he will just go ahead and run down Skem. On the other side of the fight, Divine Llama's gonna get caught out. Analog could chase this, most likely. Yeah, jumps in aggressively. Whisper's in there with him as well, and now Hellscream trying to offer what support he can, but there's just too much damage. Heroic not only find 3 heroes, they get the Rosh on as the Serpent Ward soloed it.
It's absurd, man.
What a ridiculous spell.
Yeah.
Yopaj will find Schofield here. Commits the BKB for this. He does have the Foul Play Shard, the heal from the Hand of God. It's a lot to commit. Does he have the damage? Yopaj has no TP. He's dead for this.
Yeah. I mean,
that hurts.
It's probably not worth it, but at this point, it feels like he's the only one to be able to set up anything. Like, we haven't really seen the impact of the Axe yet, because everything came kind of too late. The lane phase was a little bit rough.
Yeah, this is, it's really up to Shopify to figure out how they can even approach this at this point, because they're still pushing on the other side of the map. Now, the call doing some work here to the Monkey King. They will pull him back. The lasso's found the Warlock, though. He needs help and fast with the shackles. or the Hex rather, to continue to lock him down. Lesh is going to TP back in. They're going to buy back now on the Warlock. You have to find this fight. There's going to be the shackles. Analog gets called now from Divine Llama. The Wukong's command. Going to be able to zone them all out. A really nice golem. Schofield in some trouble here thanks to this Fatal Bonds as they're going to go in for more Yopaj with BKB going to try and finish the job. And with this, Heroic is out. They don't get the racks and they're going to lose the Shaman for this. That's a fantastic hold. Can they get more? Divine Llama jumps in, able to get on top of KJ. Big boundless strike though in Whisper with the BKB. Now going to try and chase for more, taking down Hellscream. It's a 2-for-2 trade, but on it, or I guess a 3-for-2 with the buyback, but a really good hold from Shopify.
Yeah, very nice stun from Hellscream. He actually got a triple stun on the Lesh. I mean, I think the Monkey had the BKB on, so maybe did not get clipped by the stun, but that was very detrimental. Is the smoke coming from Shopify? Is this read by Heroic?
I think they saw it. It was right on a ward there, right?
Oh, okay.
So they're reading this. They're going to go right in. He gets the call onto 2. Some pretty big heroes. The Hex comes out. The Golem, the Fatal Bonds, everything. They're trying to keep him alive with KJ Yuma. He gets the BKB. They turn it around onto Tomato. He is stuck here with nowhere to go. Yopaj gets lassoed as well. It's a disaster for Shopify. They lose 3, and Whisper is not done. He's going to finish the job here. Take down Hellscream. That's the team wipe they're looking for.
Yeah, tip the chance, so much sustain, so much heals. It was really close, honestly.
The best chance you're going to have to make that type of play, and if it goes just 2% better and you do kill the Monkey King, you get the fight going your way.
Oh, it's a completely different story.
You're not mega creeped right now, you know? Like, that just hurts. Whisper goes in, gets the lasso after the Axe tried to play this call. We'll see if they can actually get him out of here. No, there's just too much damage. Yopaj does goes in, finishes the job here onto the Shadow Shaman, but a nice Vortex is actually to catch Yuma on the Monkey King. He needs some help. He's dead. And now they look for Whisper. Tomato gonna try and get that kill. The TP out will be successful, just barely, as Analog will get the kill on Hellscream and TP to safety, and it will be successful.
You know, you take everything you can get at this point if you're Shopify, but unfortunately it's just not enough. I mean, the Monkey Kill feels good. He's working onto the Orchid. You know, this is PL territory for sure. In terms of like item build, this is when you look at this here and you're like, yeah, let's try to finish this game.
Yep, Blink Lasso here onto the Storm Spirit. He got the BKB off the second No. He can't get away with this. He gets away with it. Okay. Well,
Whisperito, he's 19, 2, and 14, by the way. I'm just saying.
Just by the way?
It's, you know, the way they play, the way they close up the map, like this, the pace really at which they play. Quite impressive.
Jump in. Blink call from Divine. I'm going to try and clean up this creep wave and just all of these summons, but Whisper is just going to use this to drop that lasso. Once again, he finds Hellscream, boundless strike, just to guarantee the lockdown.
Yeah. They're respecting the Lotus, because obviously that is something that, you know, stops the Bat and the Rasta from clicking their spells, but as soon as that is on cooldown or used on somebody else, then they get a clear jump.
Yeah, Schofield's just going to drop the Serpent Ward mid. He does get called. Boundless strike here in from Yuma into the Wukong's command of Flame Break to push him back in the Axe.
So much damage.
He's just paper, man. He doesn't even stand a chance at this.
It's so much damage at this point, and now we see the Bat starting to chip on the buildings. Their push potential is absurd.
The tier 4 towers not living long here. The saving grace is that Whisper doesn't have the Axe Shard. This would be even faster.
Yeah.
But Tomato going to try and make his way back towards the fountain as they've got 9 seconds for Hellscream, but 40 without the Axe. Boundless Strike connects into the Hex. They need to get the Storm Spirit out of there. Whisper's looking for the kill, but doesn't have it. BKB's available. Lasso in 1 second. He will not be able to find his target, but your throne, it's on fire here, Shopify. You've got to find a way into this fight and stop this thing from dying, but a huge Boundless Strike just deletes the backline. Shackles and chains thrown left and right. The GGs come out, and that is going to be a Heroic, grabbing a very impressive game number 1.
Very strong drafting, strong laning, strong playing. Honestly, like this, this is a very strong performance by Heroic, and I think Shopify, you know, they found themselves now 3 times in a row in this group stage.
But that was a good ability. But now you are playing around the Q, you know, going for the facet that lets you level that to level 5. So he's going to max that, and it's just, you just still run him down under the tower. You still do a bunch of AoE damage to all of the illusions. PL is still a really weak laner.
At some point, it's going to get out of control, I think. Like, they don't have a single hero that can deal with Whisper. This last pick was great, and this is how you use flex picks very well. It's just more of like, can Schofield...
you can fall back to jungle on Ember. kind of like older style of play.
And as expected, they're just not going to play into the tomato lane, right? Like they're just completely dodging this one out. Skem's going to try and get an ignite here, body block Whisper, but he's getting a nice block here as well onto the Shadow Fiend, and they will just try and turn this around with the damage from Schofield with Tomato. Maybe have come too far forward, and Whisper gets the first blood. Down to 10 HP, and he will survive. Skem does not have the damage left to find the kill. Shadow Strike from Schofield to make some space. He's still got Fairy Fire Stick and a Salve, so he's perfectly fine to walk away. Meanwhile, Hellscream here in the bottom lane, he's going to be able to try and contest here. Blood Grenade thrown. They really want to get this Lotus, but Yuma might get forced out as Divine Llama is very strong. KJ sticks around. He gets the kill now onto the Lion. Yuma's going to come back. But all three of these heroes just no HP. They're just taunting him back and forth. You got to make up your mind, Divine Llama, who you're going to go for. It looks like KJ with a Fairy Fire baits him out. He gets a double kill on the Chen.
Oh my god, this is the most excited I've gotten about like this randomly like 3 heroes ranking each other for like 3 minutes. That was crazy. What am I watching?
3 heroes enter the arena. Yuma dies there. He did have Lotus. Honestly, I think it's an intentional death. Like that's one of those things where he's like, well, you know, who cares?
100%. Dire, so really the salvation comes from the top lane.
Yeah.
You don't want to see this SF die to the Lycan. This is definitely the lane where they have no business killing anybody on Radiant. The Lycan should just suffer over there.
Schofield has Blink, jumps in. He might die for this one, but he's setting up another kill for Whisper. Now this Ignite's going to do some damage, but I think he lives unless he can get a Fire Blast. Bottom lane, more damage being come out from KJ's. He's got himself the Harpy. The lightning damage is so much.
Shopify cannot afford that to happen. Look at this Lycan net worth. Like,
you know, maybe he's familiar with the Lycan matchup. How many people are familiar with the 4-position co-op matchup? You know, that just throws such a question mark into how to play this lane, and I think Shopify are really struggling with doing that.
It is true, but at the same time, I can't, you know, I feel like Shopify is overplaying their hand at times. Like these are kills that they're not, and the bottom lane, I mean, the bottom lane is supposed to be that rough, honestly. It's a really good Chen lane. Kunkka also has a good matchup. Good trade kill for the Lion. Good to get the levels. But still, you know, I think, and top is going to get even rougher because it's nighttime, the hall point has been, and the Emperor doesn't want to come there. He TP'd mid, so he can't help.
He's like, what is this tree doing? Oh no, it's right, he's invis. Okay, I forget this, never mind. There's your Wukong.
Surprise.
Okay, that's not fair, Analog.
I wanted XP and what I get is death.
I was like, man, he just sees this tree standing in the center, but yeah, invis. Oh my gosh, what is that?
So now double wisdom on the heroic side, so it's gonna hurt Shopify even further.
He's just gonna dive Divine Llama? The Blood Grenade? Is it enough damage? He's gonna get the body blocks here.
Nice body block.
Boundless Strike should do it. Oh my goodness, he thought for sure, like, if it's just the Monkey King, he can't die, but...
Heroic is flexing this year. I feel like they're... I like what he's doing right now. I like the item build. I like the fact that he's defending top. He's running for runes. He's just, you know, allowing his team to have a game.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job of trying to play active. Now, this being said, Sonic Wave is up on your support. Queen of Pain Tomato forced to drop the Requiem here to survive and Whisper. He's going to chase. There's even Yuma coming through the Twin Gate here to guarantee the Shadow Fiend's death.
Really sad timing for him, unfortunately. He had no TP. The TP was flying as he was getting gone on.
Oh, man.
Because, you know, the classic Requiem into TP out, it could have worked this time. Tough life for Tomato.
Yeah, good rotations from Heroic, like making sure to put those to good use. Bottom lane, Divine Llama, I was going to say, I think he thought that Devour was going to be the Doom animation, so he immediately voted.
Oh, okay, interesting. I didn't see the beginning of that. It looked just weird.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
makes sense.
He panicked. He's going to get punished for this potentially.
Good read, though. They smoked for him, but he knows. Or does he?
I mean, it's going to be close. Yopaj, the smoke's going to pop. He should get the chains pretty easily. Hellscream and Skem.
Nah, he's
very close by. Yeah, this one's not going to survive.
Whoop.
Ooh,
never mind.
If the Croaker gets the kill, man, that would have been devastation.
I think they wanted to give Yopaj the kill, of course. You want to give him everything you can at this point, but Lion was like, I'm not taking any chance on this one.
I like the pick up of the Purge Creep. I hadn't really thought about that, but it worked really well against Analog there.
Yeah,
Found the strike, full heal now on the Monkey King, but Skem, Yopaj, Hellscream, they're all here. He's got the finger. He's going to go for it. He's dead.
Yeah, no, that was way too much. Definitely a mistake by Analog. So he's going to give up the kill on the Lion.
They're smoked up. Shopify wants to fight.
Okay.
They have Doom available. They're going to get the chains here. Divine Llama's going to come in with the Inferno Blade that chain stuns, and now Shadow Fiend TPing in as well. I think you're just giving up this Lycan.
Yeah. Quick plays by Shopify. It's hard to read, honestly. Like, I was surprised myself. And I have nothing to do but watch what they're doing. So I can only imagine how surprising it was for Heroic. You know, you kill a guy, you see the Ember run back to base. You don't expect the smoke coming your way. But very good presence of mind by Shopify. It might give them the Tormentor if they want to, honestly. Like, the Lycan is dead. Lycan ulti is out. They're pretty close.
Yeah, quick pick off here onto Scam. Just the Atos into the double Croaker. Yopaj needs to be careful. That slow makes his remnants not super potent. That being said, Tomato, Divine Llama both making the rotation. Big Sonic Wave keeps him in the Wukong. The stun out from the Centaur as well. Doing a lot, but they don't have the damage quite yet to finish off. Tomato's going to go for the Requiem, but the Torrent connects just in time. The boat to finish the job, and now Divine Llama chased back towards his tier 2 tower. Oh, man. That was such a sick combo.
Pop support, not so bad, huh?
It's looking pretty hot after that one.
It looked good. It looked amazing. That Sonic Wave was such a good setup for the Wukong. Timado never got to press the Requiem in all of this. He did perfect chain stun. There was even the Chen Centaur stun in all of that, so amazing micro by Heroic.
I mean, Hellscream's definitely dead here, and so he doesn't have his Blink Dagger quite yet. He'll get scouted. Thanks to the monkey. Oh my god.
He got the blink at least. He bought it.
Yeah. He did buy it out.
Quite interesting. I wonder which one is picked the most, but yeah. But anyways, I mean, this game is going to be about Rosh. When you see both lineups, oh, they're going on the Chen again. This is a 2-man play.
This is very nice. Now, the question is, how long is it going to take you to actually find the kill? Because there is going to be an X, a boat. KJ doesn't even die!
God.
Oh no, Divine Llama's going to try and chase him, but he's going to go for the TP. Is it in time? It's not. Oh, yeah, it is. Actually, he lives. Okay,
yeah,
they just get Hellscream.
Yeah, they had he didn't want to doom the Chen, which I don't blame him. It's such an important spell at this point. But Chen is so tanky, it's absurd.
Yopaj needs to be careful here. Caught here by the inhibit from that Diffusal. Big Boundless Strike up onto the high ground. He just pops the BKB, and Schofield Atos out. Gets the Manta to survive, but Yuma's got the X. There's the silence into the Torrent. It's not on the mark. Nice play there from Yopaj. There's the Doom, though. Divine Llama into the stun as well. They're going to be able to get a nice kill here onto the Monkey King. The buyback, in from Skem. Yuma forced to BKB. He has no TP here. And they've managed to catch Queen of Pain as well. Finger of Death, the chain stun coming out from the Ogre, but he's going to be able to blink. You still lose Yuma, though. 2 massive kills. Huge turnaround there from the Doom.
Yeah, that is massive. And the Rosh is actually alive, so I don't know if they know about it, but if they knew, they could just take it.
I mean, Yopaj just finished Aghanim Scepter, so he does have his Remnants back, and he can get a lot done with these. He's going to jump right in, get a nice Searing Chains. BKB out from Yuma. Wukong's command is there. They've catched the Quap on the backside. Boundless Strike is out. The Aegis into Yuma. Oh, man, that hurts for Yopaj, and now Skem on the run. Tomato's going to come here. They actually have a sentry. They managed to see him, so no Requiem. They saw Hellscream, right?
Yeah, this could be a big fight.
Again, going to try and scout here with the Lycan Wolves. Here they go. They're going to jump right in, force the silence. Tomato gets out with the Shadow Blade, but Whisper's trying to cut off the backside. Huge Boundless Strike. Catches 2. Nullifier deletes the Lion, and Tomato stands no chance. Now, you did get the Doom here onto this Monkey King, and he's in a lot of trouble. I don't think he's going to survive, but... Oh, it's going to be real close.
So close.
He's going to live. 80 HP. He's out.
I feel like I've seen Scam 4 maps playing Arcane Boots versus Hunters, you know, like he's just getting hunted by these 6 slaughter heroes, and he's his Arcane Boot support running around, so it's tough.
That was, okay, Yopaj definitely went to the wrong Remnant there.
Oh, he's in trouble, he's in big trouble.
Oh yeah, Analog is right there. That's the Nullifier into the boat. It's off the mark, but the Boundless Strike doesn't quite connect either.
Okay, no more Remnants though? Can they chase?
They're going to. There's the Boundless Strike into another Torrent. He will pop the Aegis, but he dies for this.
And that's a 70-second death.
Oh man, that hurts.
Lycan is far though, luckily.
I really like the way Divine Llama has played this game and the items he's chosen. I think it's been very smart. Okay, I mean, the Ogre is just doesn't exist.
It's like a one-shot.
Yeah. The Nullifiers are way too good right now. Tomato gonna get scouted. He's looking for Hellscream though, and now Tomato with a Requiem. They get the Finger of Death. That's a lot of burst damage. They got him, and you're gonna get the second kill here onto Schofield. Blink in 1. It's not fast enough, but now Whisper, he's gonna show up here.
Very nice reaction by Tomato, Lion, and And Doom, I mean, that was a 3 versus 5 essentially, but they had no hesitation there. They just turned right away and they actually won them the fight. Okay, does he have the Daedalus on Kunkka? Let me check.
He was very close.
Yeah, it's not quite there yet, but it's gonna be there in one more creep wave and he has it.
Looking mid lane, Hellscream does get seen here. A nice Lotus usage, and that's going to be able to reflect out the Hex. Tomato's going to get caught from the Boundless Strike as well. Nullifier is there. He does have a Manta, but he's just stuck.
Yeah, he piked and that was a little bit hasty, I guess. He maybe did not expect that many heroes to be there watching the co-op, to be fair. You're like, why is Monkey watching co-op here in the midwave? You know, like, why is Monkey not doing it himself?
It's all this Lycan, man. He just had Invisibles following them as they were trying to set up for this gank.
Oh, that's why.
And it's like, it looked good, and then suddenly, yeah, they just completely baited it. Schofield here, bottom side, gets the silence onto the Doom. It's trying to follow it up with the Nullifier. Divine Llama gonna get pulled right back in here as Yuma will be here to help chase him out.
Yeah, no chance to survive this one. He bought his BKB right before he died, so he's not going to have a buyback. It might not matter, to be fair, because SF is in the same situation.
The question is, will they make it into the pit to see kind of how low it actually is? You have Monkey King, you have Queen of Pain, you've got the Kunkka, you've got to get in here and stop this, but are they going to be able to finish off the Roar? It triggers because of Heroic. Tomato will just drop the Requiem. Monkey King gets caught from a stun. Beautifully done there from Hellscream. There's the Sonic Wave, and inside the pit, Tomato does make it out for the moment, but he is surrounded by the side of Heroic. Now nice Doom out from Divine Llama. They're going to be able to try and bring down this Monkey King. He should tick out to this. You've got to get the Shadow Fiend if you want any help of bringing him down, but he's got a cheese. He's going to be able to pop it for now. They're going to go back in here on Shopify. The fight's looking pretty damn good. Tomato, Hurricane Pikes outside of the pit. Divine Llama now in trouble as the Satanic will continue to heal up Yuma. But my gosh, Shopify are actually doing it. 3 are dead. It's just KJ as well as the Kunkka. Tomato is back trying to finish off. It's a full team wipe, baby. They're back.
What the hell just happened? Where's the damage coming from? How are they killing all these heroes? They're so tanky with the Chen, with the Wolf Bite. They were healing up so much.
They need to find their opening. Yopaj here would be absolutely massive, but he does manage to get the remnants away.
Clicked the bite on the monkey this time around, so they...
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah. Yuma got demoted.
He's like, no, you don't need to use that. There they go, they're gonna jump right in, but a quick kill on the Queen of Pain, and the Doom hits the monkey anyway!
Oh no.
He's got no chance!
He blinked into the Earth Spike, that was so unlucky.
Oh no, and the damage from Tomato is insane. He's just gonna be able to force Whisper all the way out. The Monkey King will eventually burn.
That was so unlucky by Monkey King. He was wolf bitten, so he would have done so much damage. He just happened to run into the Lion stun out of nowhere. Lycan's going Abyssal, which is going to help. Quap is hoping to get a Hex eventually, but he's really far. So it's gonna take a while. They have the map advantage, so they can take it as slow as they want.
That's quite the smoke. Hellscream gets a nice 2 hero stun. Boundless Strike does connect Nullifier out. They do manage to get the Wukongs. They get the stun on the Opaj, but he gets the Remnants out at the last second. They need to find more if Heroic want to try and close this one out. Sonic Wave off the mark, but they do manage to find the Ogre as a result. So they will take down both of the supports, and Shopify will retreat to their own side of the map.
Okay, I mean, it was very...
Do you like that over maybe like going the Accent? Because the Accent is pretty sick on this hero. Like 5 extra souls is whatever, but also just the potential heal. Tomato. They see him. Boundless Strike's going to connect. They do have the Nullifier. The Manta does help him, but Tomato, he pops his Satanic. He needs just a little bit of help. He's outside the Wukong's command, but Analog just standing his ground, trying to find the kill. There's the Earth Spike to get the Finger of Death. They've got the Doom onto the Queen of Pain as well. Tomato, how are you still alive? They finally get him here, but the damage is done. Heroic have lost 3. Your Monkey King is back in this fight though. Whisper trying to chase, look for Hellscream. As the Kunkka, he's looking for the Ogre. Gets the X to pull him back. Nullifier and the Boundless Strike. They're going to buy back on the Shadow Fiend. Wait a minute, he wants to get into this fight. Another Wukong is out. Divine Llama, he's looking for the Doom, but he gets out. Changing of the guard, bails out Analog, but Tomato is ready to go. He's got so much damage. How long can he bide his time trying to survive? I don't think you can outrun the Ember Spirit, though. He cannot. Very good buyback.
Yeah, it hurts though. I mean, now the pressure's on them. I really like how he's playing off the limits. Like he has Butterfly, he has Satanic. Is it a bike or no? He bought a BKB. Sorry, he switched the bike. He's gonna play with the BKB. I see.
All right, they're gonna go right on in. Huge Doom does come out, taking off the Kunkka for the
25.
start, but here comes the next set of damage. They've got to be able to prevent the second Doom. The Requiem doing some work. Dvilama, he still gets it. It's gonna connect onto the Monkey King Scam, trying to survive. Here comes the refresh out from Yopaj. He's gonna be able to do a lot more damage as well as Tomato, but Whisper and Yuma, they're still alive. Does he get the TP out? He does. No, he does at the X hit. Oh no, he's stuck inside of the enemy team. He's gonna do his best for the Satanic to stand his ground, but it is outnumbered for now. Yopaj still doing a lot of work here, but this Lycan, man, he actually does so much damage. Tomato, 4 staffs aggressively forward, trying to finish the kill. Another chase on in here from Yopaj. He gets caught from the Abyssal. The Shivas from Dvilama is gonna slow him, but he's gonna buy back into the game. They get the kill. And another Earth Spike from Hellscream. That is 4 buybacks out of the side of Shopify.
Their base, though, their base, they have to defend. They have evened out the game completely, and I'm still waiting for this Hex. It's quite not there. It's very close. He needs a couple more creep waves. He's gonna go for them, but they're going mid.
They're gonna Wolf Bite. There goes a nice initiation shot to the Kunkka. He's dead. Yeah, 125 seconds. Dvilama looking for his opening. They get the Abyssal Blade. They've got to kill him before he gets another Doom off, and it's gonna come through at the very end, but he is dead. It's a dieback on 1 hero each. But your Kunkka needs to get back to the fountain and wait out this Doom duration.
Yeah, he has Manta and Satanic. It's maybe just unrealistic that it's gonna come into play. Oh, they see the Ember, they want to go for him.
That was very close on the Silas. They do manage to get him. The Scythe, if he dies, it's double Rapier down. He's gone.
No way, no buyback, double Rapier?
No buyback, double Rapier now for Heroic. Okay, Shopify had the lead for a moment this game.
Wow, their throw, man. Okay, 1 minute to buyback. Essentially, worst situation.
That's true. Shadowfiend still has an Aegis for 20 seconds. They're going to go in. They go for the Doom, but he doesn't manage to connect. They're going to turn around.
Dinkins.
He's got to be able to survive. They do manage to just blow up this Queen of Pain, and that one is a dieback.
What happened to Doom? Yeah.
Homeland Undying, quite good.
Level 4 and Sky on the supports as well, so everybody's geared up now. We're ready.
This could be the fight right here. They're looking to see who's going to run into who and Scam. Well, he's going to get found first, but so is Yuma. He gets the scythe up. They do find Tomato. He's going to immediately BKB. Schofield pushes him away. The Requiem does so much work. Managed to take down one. He's going to buy back right into this fight. Analog with Wukong's command. Looking for an opening. They go for the Wolf Bite. Whisper already in Shapeshift. Finding Dvilama would be huge. They're going to force the BKB out from the Scam. They do manage to find the Ember Spirit. Can they lock him down? The Abyssal Whisper just 3 shots him, takes him out of the game. Scythe number 1, Nullifier up, Boundless Strike as well. It's all over, baby. Shopify down 2. They need to get out of this one. If you're Heroic, Doom does come out. They get on top of the Kunkka. Hellscream, he's going to take on down. Buyback from the Shadowfiend. He wants to get back in this game. There's a second Doom thrown. Helm of the Undying pop, but 5 are dead. Shopify is going to buy back, but is it too little, too late?
This one hurts. This one hurts massively. I mean, Ember needs a defensive item. It came down to the Orchids and the Hexes. He just can't show his face anymore.
Probably like 2 minutes?
We have
3 to 4 minutes. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
4 minutes. So that's a very long time when Heroic's going to come knocking at your door with everything they have.
Dvilama.
They're holding the cliff, but they can only afford to be here for so long because the creeps are going to come soon in their base.
I hear the Wolf Bites. They're looking for more. Hellscream trying to get away, as in some hammer on hammer action there. The BKB out from Analog just to try and guarantee this kill onto the Lion. Everything counts. Whisper 3 shots the Ogre.
No buyback on supports. All the creeps are in your base.
Here come the voice lines. Heroic, they are feeling it. They are so close to victory here at a 2-0 over Shopify. Tomato's gonna get caught from the Boundless Strike. They do get the Doom out, but the damage is done. The Helm of the Dying, it's gonna delay his death, but it is inevitable, and there it is, the GG, as Heroic will take this game at 71 minutes.
Very competitive game. I mean, props to Shopify for bringing it back because it looked really dire at some point.